The author's tone towards the work done by a small number of scientists can best be described as, we go back here to the passage, and it says here that these institutions display the requisite expertise for the task. The author is differentiating this group from other African institutions, so it's a positive. But notice here it says they tend to work in isolation. So it's adding something that, in a way, restrains that praise. So it's a praise, but they're not perfect as they tend to work in isolation. And so what that person is doing, or what the author is doing, is he's approving them. And maybe praise is too strong of a word, but definitely expressing approval. But it's qualified because he's saying these groups, they work in isolation. So he approves of their expertise, but he qualifies that approval by, again, mentioning they work in isolation. So sympathy doesn't work. Answer choice A, grudging sympathy. Systematic disregard. He's definitely not disregarding them. He's pointing them out. D, outright condemnation, really harsh language. He's not condemning these universities. And then finally, unrestrained enthusiasm, also extreme language. So you definitely want to get rid of that as much as possible. And of course, the answer again is B. Select the sentence in which the author points out an additional cause for the one-sidedness of research. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the sentence and we're going to highlight that part. It says here, it is however strongly felt that the widely noted lack of knowledge about the importance of the study of meteorites also contribute. And so here you can see, aha, this is the additional factor. So you want to, of course, highlight the entire sentence all the way down to situation. This is a tricky question. It is an inference question. And again, that inference has to be a safe inference based on information in the text. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through here and we're going to look for African universities. Now, we see at the bottom here, small numbers of scientists from these universities, Cape Town, Cairo, and I'm not even going to try to say that. But from these other universities, they are different from other African universities. And make sure you differentiate between these institutions and other African institutions. They have, Cape Town, Cairo, and W, have displayed requisite expertise. So they know what's going on enough. They kind of get it. And so they're different in that sense. It could be inferred that other universities do not have this requisite expertise. They do not have enough. So these other African universities have displayed less expertise. And so D is that safe answer. Now, there's a lot of tricky ones here. Let's start with A. Been underfunded to the point that they are unable to conduct rigorous studies of meteorites. Now, this is a tempting one. They're underfunded, right? But have they been underfunded to the point that they're unable to conduct rigorous studies? And you may think, well, probably. Maybe they don't know what to do exactly. They don't know how to conduct these studies. But it's a maybe. It's a probably. And that's not as safe as D. You see how D really matched up with the text nicely? A is a probably likely, but not the best answer. Get rid of A. B, show no interest in pursuing the study of meteorites. Definitely goes too far. They could definitely have shown interest, but the key here is that they don't have funds. Maybe they don't even have the expertise. So B is out. C, not really worried about them contaminating the tools. And E, been meticulous. That's sort of the opposite of what is going on. So again, the answer is D.